Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Tigers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Lets it go quickly. And that one's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. Gonna run it. It's Smith.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with, man, defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Offense off to a great start. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. Then we have a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner choosing to field this one. And the returner is brought down. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a solid gain. He'll spot the ball for 31. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking for a gap. It's Maffa. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Can he make it to the marker? They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
And the Tigers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. From the shotgun, handoff inside. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the mark.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. This will be the 9th play on the drive. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Maffa. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. Pressure is coming. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Smith. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, to getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback,
Oh, the pass is picked off. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, your best player is going to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
They'll feed the back again. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
The Tigers come to the line with first and goal.
What an impressive job here by this quarterback to work through his progressions, had the time to be able to read the defense properly, and then eventually finds the underneath route for a first down.
No gain there. Ball spotted at the 2 again.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Sacked on heavy pressure there.
So they get stopped trying to run the ball on first and goal. Now they take a sack here on second down. Offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on this defensive coordinator, because right now the defense seems to have the upper hand.
And Kirk, it's SMU with the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped into the field, ready now for the second period. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a third and goal. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. Long enough and good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. He shreds the tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He's got it for a big gain. He stopped him with the 45, but that's good for a first down.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll give it to the back. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. And the Mustangs will bring their punt team on the field now. Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. To throw, it's Klubnik. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And there's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Send the back in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pop over the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up 2nd down. 2-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. And the back now goes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Maffa. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Now just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. And the Tigers bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Here's the punt, high in the air. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Breaks loose at the 40. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory, down at the 49.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. To the air, it's Jennings. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Running back with the football. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ponies. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 11. Now they get set to kick it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Quick throw over the middle. He pulls in the catch. And the game just good enough for a first down. The Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do right from the time he got the snap. The receiver is able to create some separation almost immediately on that corner route.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Oh, great chance at an interception. Could not hold on in the end zone. He's set up a 3rd down call.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, with the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Pass caught, can he get in? The offense will now quickly spend the timeout.
This defense is spread out all over the field, trying to be able to make plays in space. That is a key. Good job of tackling and keep him out of the end zone.
They've been stopped on 3rd down twice in the red zone already, and they find the end zone this time. Play action fake, looking to throw. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. He was successful in his first attempt. This one, a chip shot from 25 yards out. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. He was successful in his first attempt. This one, a chip shot from 25 yards out. And that one straight down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And they heave it deep downfield. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
He's going to take another shot right here. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Well, it's an incompletion here. But I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. They'll go for it on 4th down. Likely the final play of the first half. Quarterback drops back. Here's the throw deep downfield. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Touchdown, Mustangs. It was a foot race, and he won it.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good, so the lead is 21-6. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we go through an entire regular season to get to this point, and thus far the ACC Championship has seen its share of unpredictable moments, but also simply breathtaking plays. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the men who will take us home in this ACC Championship, Chris Fowler and Kurt Brewster.
And the Tigers will kick this away to begin the second half. Return begins inside the 10. They'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Pulls it in. It's Daniels. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
The Mustangs pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it second and medium. To throw, it's Jennings. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. And a big gain down here to 29. They're threatening. The Tigers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Shotgun formation here on third down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And now they'll run it on the draw. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball.
That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's free around the 15. Hard running through a tackle. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. And the Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, that gain will give them some breathing room. What a good job of being able to get them out of that hole. They're inside their own 5-yard line. And on the other hand, the defense, what a missed opportunity. You had them pinned back, a chance to really, at the very least, affect field position. And now you give up a big gain like this.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And the wideout goes in motion. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. He'll take a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be 1st down and goal. The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On the ground, it's Haynes. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. They finally corral him at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And Kirk, it's SMU with the lead here. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. So 1 final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. The offense looking for points here to begin the 4th quarter. Here's a field goal attempt. And the field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Fights through a tackle. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
That's reeled in. It's Hudson. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and he can take advantage of it.
And the Mustangs look to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
On first down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. He's hit right as he throws it, and complete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find the
touchdown, SMU. This quarterback on fire today. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And now they'll set up for the point after. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to field it. And they've got the returner corralled. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
So back to their own 9-yard line, it's second and long. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Try completion. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. It's a shotgun run call. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for three? Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, I love this option call, but the quarterback, I think he's just trying to make a play that wasn't there. Sometimes on this option play, you just got to eat it. It's just not there. The execution's not there. The defense plays it well. You got to tip your cap. Here, he tries to make a play that's not there, and the result is a loss of yardage. I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after He's set to kick it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it and fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Cooked up with his two-point conversion attempt. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Bringing pressure. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. The offense starts with a short field. Off to the back, they'll keep the clock moving. And that's a solid game before the defense is able to bring it down.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a fourth down now. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. For the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. And you keep it going here. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. And while this is incomplete, we have a flag down in the field. Let's see what this is all about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quick throw to his receiver. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. He's picked for a third time tonight. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with them.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. It's a draw to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. With the return, it's Brown. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
Looking to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. He's running out of... Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.